From the rising of the sun to its going down, the Lord's name is to be praised. Let us open our hearts to his presence and listen for his voice in the stillness of this evening hour.
Our evening sacrifice, the Desire of Ages, chapter 47, Ministry, July 6th. While we walk the pilgrim pathway, clouds will overspread the sky. But when traveling days are over, not a shadow, not a sigh. When we all get to heaven, what a day of rejoicing that will be. When we all see Jesus, we will sing and shout the victory. This chapter is based on Matthew 17, 9 to 21, Mark 9, 9 to 29, Luke 9, 37 to 45. And lo, a spirit taketh him, and he suddenly crieth out, and it teareth him that he foameth again, and bruising him hardly departeth from him. And I besought thy disciples to cast him out, and they could not. Luke 9, verses 39 and 40. While they were waiting at the foot of the mountain, a father had brought to them his son to be delivered from a dumb spirit, and that tormented him. Authority over unclean spirits to cast them out had been conferred on the disciples when Jesus sent out the 12 to preach through Galilee. As they went forth strong in faith, the evil spirits had obeyed their word. Now, in the name of Christ, they commanded the torturing spirit to leave his victim, but the demon only mocked them by a fresh display of his power. The disciples, unable to account for their defeat, felt that they were bringing dishonor upon themselves and their master. And in the crowd there were scribes who made the most of this opportunity to humiliate them. Pressing among the disciples, they plied them with questions, seeking to prove that they and their master were deceivers. Here the rabbis triumphantly declared was an evil spirit that neither the disciples nor Christ himself could conquer. The people were inclined to side with the scribes, and a feeling of contempt and scorn pervaded the crowd. But suddenly the accusations ceased. Jesus and the 3 disciples were seen approaching, and with a quick revulsion of feeling, the people turned to meet them. The night of communion with the heavenly glory had left its trace upon the Savior and his companions. Upon their countenances was a light that awed the beholders. The scribes drew back in fear while the people welcomed Jesus. As if he had been a witness of all that had occurred, the Savior came to the scene of conflict and, fixing his gaze upon the scribes, inquired, "What question ye with them?" But the voices so bold and defiant before were now silent. A hush had fallen upon the entire company. Now the afflicted father made his way through the crowd and, falling at the feet of Jesus, poured out the story of his trouble and disappointment. This passage was taken from The Desire of Ages, page 427, Pacific Press Publishing Association, copyright 2005, or Evening Sacrifice, July 6th.
I encourage you to connect with God and receive strength to overcome obstacles each day. Thank you for listening. Please join us tomorrow as we offer up our evening sacrifice.